Good morning. First, I'd like to thank my colleagues and others who are here today to speak on behalf of the American people. That's what this is about. Like Senator Gallego, I had the opportunity to spend a couple of years on a campaign trail talking to Marylanders who shared with me their concerns about economic opportunity. The ones who said that they simply wanted their government to provide for them an opportunity to live the American dream, to be able to afford the basic necessities, housing, medication, prescriptions, to be able to afford education for their children, and so I'm here on their behalf today. I'm also here to speak on behalf of what I will call the 48 million. There are 48 million family caregivers in the United States of America. It just happens that my father is one of the 48 million, caring for his wife of 55 years, my mother, who is suffering from various health conditions. And it is my father that in the midst of caring for my mother spent a really distressing couple of months at the kitchen table last year. And that was as a result of his own diagnosis of a heart arrhythmia that required a prescription of Eliquis. It wasn't until that diagnosis that I learned that Eliquis was $800. You can only imagine the distress my father experienced when he sat on the phone literally for months trying to talk to the insurance company to do what he could to afford a medication that I think we can all agree is unaffordable for the average American. And so I thank all of my colleagues who have worked over the last few years to make sure that the Inflation Reduction Act covered medications like Eliquis that you heard David say now is reduced by 56%. This is life-changing. This is absolutely life-changing for the average American. And so I will continue to fight along with my colleagues, and I encourage my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to also center at everything we do the lives of those who depend on us, who don't care, to be honest with you, one way or the other, whether we are from a red or blue state, who don't care whether we are Democrat or Republican. When someone you love is sick, you want them to have the life-saving medications that they need, be it for your grandchild or your spouse. It is most important. And I'll finally end on this again, is that we should just always remember as well that the public made it very clear to us that they want to be able to afford to live day in and day out. And so in everything that we do, we know that we have celebrated the billionaires who are now taking over in many ways our government. And I hope that in everything we do, we never forget the people who sent us here and forget that their lives depend on the work that we do. Thank you.